This is a Dubro Whirlybird 505 helicopter from the 1970s. Converted it to electric power, and to do that I've got the batteries in this box, good for about 5 minutes of flight. Brushless motor. There's a receiver over here, so the whole upper part of the rotor is self-contained. You can see I can spin that with just radio. The torque reaction drives the main rotor, which in turn drives the tail rotor. And on the standard controls, we have cyclic servos and a modified tail rotor setup that I made. On the cyclics, you can see there's springs, so that even with, let's see if I can hold this properly, you see the push rod is on a spring here, like that. This allows the servo to put a force on the swash plates. Here are the swash plates. Up, down, left, right. It's a nested gimbal swash plate. It allows it to put a force on the fly bar or a torque on the fly bar without any displacement. That's how these springs work. And then the gyro system of the fly bar processes after you put the torque on it. And there's a timing offset built into the swash plate. They figured this out in the 70s. I'm not going to guess if it's right or wrong. It seems to work. Gear drive for the tail rotor. Tail rotor is made of a whole bunch of little brass pieces, and I modified the tail rotor on mine to have a instead of a spring-loaded cable actuated system that was on the original, I modified it for a push-pull system to reduce the loads on the tail rotor drive shaft, because it was too much torque and I was stripping this gear, which is just barely hanging in there right now. But it's, once again, a really clever mechanism for the tail rotor, considering it's all built by hand and soldered. Helicopter barely flies. It has power, but it's not really controllable. Any wind at all, it just can't handle it. Other people have had better success than I've had. Not sure if my modifications have affected the way the helicopter flies, but I could just barely keep it hovering in one spot at the moment. And I haven't put the fuselage on it. I just put this fake, this boom out here to balance it. And that's basically it.